Hey guys, it's Tanika and welcome back to my channel. Today I have an exciting video as I have gone and purchased a whole bunch of Makeup Revolution. Well, I think they're actually just called Revolution now. But I've gone and purchased enough makeup to do a full face, and I'm going to be testing everything out and giving you my first impressions. If you want to see how I got this look here, testing Makeup Revolution products, then keep on watching. Alright, so starting out with primer, this one is by Revolution Pro. Now, I think they have like their Revolution brand and then Revolution Pro, and they did have a whole heap of other brands as well, but I think they're like getting rid of those and just putting it into these two. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know, it's all a bit confusing. But the point is that this is the Anti-Redness Correcting Primer by Revolution Pro. The lights are really washing the packaging out, but this is what it looks like. It's a much more runny formula than what I thought it would be, but the green shade looks really nice. It's not too vibrant. I'm just going to use my Real Techniques stippling brush to blend this out, so let's see if it dulls down the redness of all these breakouts. That actually did a really good job at dulling the redness. That's exciting. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky at all. It just kind of feels like a moisturizer. And my skin feels really smooth too, so nice. Before I go in with foundation, I am just going to use some concealer to go over my breakouts just to make sure they're not peeping through. And I'm just going to use the Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C1. For foundation, I did pick up two. The first one is the Revolution Pro Full Coverage Camouflage Foundation. And the next one is the Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation, and these are both in the shade F1. I think I'm going to use the Revolution Pro Foundation today, and I might save this one for another video, so let me know if you want to see a review on this, and I will definitely test it out and do that. Now, they don't say anything on the back, so I'm just going to go online and see what this claims to do. Alright, so it just says that it is a full coverage foundation, creates maximum coverage with an even natural looking finish, it's highly pigmented and creamy, and it comes in 18 shades. This one here is the lightest. From what I've squeezed out onto this little palette, it does look a little dark. Let's give it a test. Look, I'll blend it out and see what happens. When dabbing it onto my face, it does feel like quite a thick formula, but blended out, it doesn't feel heavy at all, so that's good. It's looking really nice. It has a demi-matte finish. It's not completely matte. My skin actually still looks quite fresh. The coverage is really full. I'm impressed with that. I am just going to put a little bit more on and then go over it with my beauty blender just to get a nice flawless finish. I'm really happy with how that looks. I'll zoom you in now and just turn down the brightness a bit so you can get a proper look at what my skin looks like. So you can see my skin is looking quite flawless. You can still see these pimples here, but you know, this one here was a big sucker, so I don't think that was going to be covered no matter what I did. I think overall it's looking really nice. I'm impressed. Next, I'm going to conceal under my eyes using the Conceal and Define concealer. So I have already tried out this concealer and I have it in the shade C1. Now this one does work, but it is a little bit dark. So they released some new lighter shades, so I thought I would pick those up. So here I have C0, which is a pure white, and C0.5, which is for fair skin with pink undertones. And the shade I'm going to use today is C0.5. That shade is so bright. It does such a good job at brightening under the eyes. It is a little pink toned for me, but as you can see, my eyes are bright, okay? Next, I'm going to set my under eyes and the rest of my face with the Revolution Pro Pressed Finishing Powder. That applied really nicely under my eyes. It's super lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy at all. I'm just going to put a little bit over the rest of my face just to set everything in place. Next, I'm going in with some bronzer to warm up my complexion. And this one here is the Revolution Ultra Bronze Bronzer. This one comes in a massive pan. It is 15 grams. That's quite a lot. Now the shade does look really nice. It doesn't look too orange. It has a little bit of a cool tone to it, so it should work for me. This was the wrong shirt to be wearing when I'm lifting my arms up so much. It just keeps sliding up. I'm liking it. Well, I think that is a really nice shade. It's super buildable and it blends really easily. It's not too warm or orange, so it actually looks really good on my pale skin tone. Another good one. Now, I didn't pick up any blush because the only blushes they had were like in these huge palettes, and I just don't want that. I'm not going to use it, so I thought I'll give that a miss. So I'm just going to go in with my Milani blush in Luminoso to quickly add a bit more color to my cheeks. Next is highlighter, and I am so excited for this. This one is the Revolution Skin Kiss highlighter in the shade Ice Kiss. Oh, wait till you see the packaging. Oh, there we go. Again, this is huge. Oh my God, 14 grams. And it comes in this beautiful rose gold packaging. This is a close-up of what the shade looks like. It's probably just going to get washed out from my camera lights, but let me swatch it real quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hang on, that's a terrible swatch. Let me swatch it again. It feels really nice and creamy to touch as well. I hate when highlighters feel chalky, and that is my problem with cheap highlighters. They just feel like chalk and dusty and dry, and they give you the shivers when you touch it. But this one feels really good, so let's apply it. Ooh. Oh. That is such a beautiful color. Oh, that looks so good. It's just leaving a really nice, looks like a nice wet glow. It doesn't look really just glittery. It's kind of just, you know, a nice sheen. Ooh. Alright, next I'm going to put on some eyebrows, and let me look into my bag of goodies. I'm using the Revolution Pro Brow Pomade in the shade Blonde. Oh, and for this I also picked up one of the Freedom Professional London brushes. So Freedom is one of their other brands that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but this is just a short angled eyebrow brush. Just by dipping the brush in, I feel like I'm going to like this formula. It's not super moussey, it kind of feels a bit firm. Okay, this brow pomade is a yes from me. So I'm usually more of a powder brows kind of gal. I do have a few pomades, but I'm just not sure about them. I have the ColourPop one, and that one is really creamy and really moussey. It's a little bit hard to work with because it is so soft. But then on the other end of the scale, I have the Benefit Ka-Brow, and that is just so stiff. I can barely get any product. I find it clumps up. It's really hard to use. This is like the perfect in-between of those two. It was just so easy to do my brow then. And this brush is really good as well. It's nice and small, so nice and precise. All right, super impressed with that. I am going to go ahead and clean up my brows a little bit with some concealer, and I will also prep my eyelids ready for eyeshadow with this concealer as well. Now I did pick up two eyeshadow palettes, and they are both so nice. Let me show you what they are. So this here is the first one. It's called Iconic Fever, and as you can see, it's full of beautiful, warm, neutral shades. And this one here is the Iconic Division, and as you can see, this one is quite different. It's actually giving me Subculture vibes, so that is why I picked it up. When Subculture was released, I was super excited. I bought it. I thought these shades are really unique and different. Can't wait to get it. And then we all know what happened there. So this has quite similar shades, so I think I might have a play with this today and come up with something a little bit different than what I normally do. Hopefully, we'll see. So I've just done the lid on this eye to make sure that it works out. So first of all, I'm taking this orange shade here, and I'm using a nice big fluffy brush. This one is the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. And because I haven't set my concealer in place, I'm just going to pat this onto the eye. And then once I've packed a heap of that down, I'm going to blend it out. And then I'm taking this green here, and I'm placing that on the outer and inner corners and blending it up through the crease. So I start off with these two brushes here just to pack the color on. The pencil brush is the Sigma E30, and the other one is the Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease. And then to blend the green shade, I use the Zoeva 224 Luxe Defined Crease brush, and this is just a really tiny fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to go in with the white shade of the concealer and place this in the center of my eyelid for my halo eye. And then I'm going to go in with this shade here. And then I'm just using this detailer brush by Real Techniques, and I'm going to apply that directly over the concealer. And then I go back in with the Zoeva 231 with a tiny little bit of that green and go over the edges to blend that shimmer into the matte shade. And then what I like to do is go in with a really thin brush. So this one here is the Sigma E15 Flat Definer. And then I've got a little bit of that green shade and I'm just going to do a thin line where we've cut the crease. Onto the lower lash line, I'm just going to use the same two colors, the orange and the green, and smoke that out. I'm just going to go in with some of the highlighter that I used on my face and use this to highlight my inner corner and brow bone. Next for the eyes, I'm going to be using this Pro HD Smokey eyeliner, and it says that it's waterproof, which is why I picked it up. I'm going to use this to tightline my eyes. That's nice, it's super black, it glided on nicely. We'll see how it goes. Now there were a few mascaras to choose from and they all had really great reviews, but they were all out of stock. So unfortunately I didn't get a mascara, so I'm just going to go ahead, put on some mascara and probably some lashes. I'll see how I go. Alright, so this is what the eyes look like complete with lashes. The colors I chose to use today, especially the green, are hard to work with and I don't have much experience using such dark colors, but I'm really happy with how they blended out. They didn't go patchy at all, which thank goodness. The metallic shade has a lot of pigment to it and I definitely think having the concealer underneath has helped it to pop. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out and I can't wait to play with the other palette because that was good. Alright, onto the lips. I picked up a lot of lip colors. I don't know why. Okay, a complaint about this is that there's just so much bloody packaging. All this plastic and then they're in cardboard boxes. Alright, so I picked up two lip liners. One is more of a pinky nude, if you will focus, thank you. And this one is more peachy. And then I've got these two here. The top one is the shade Buff and it's a matte lipstick. The bottom one is the shade Bare All and it's a gloss. So this one's the liquid lipstick and this is the gloss. It's more of a browny nude gloss. I don't have anything like that. That would be interesting. And then I've got a 3-pack of the My Sign lip glosses. In here we've got the Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. So these are the shades here. We've got Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces. They're actually quite thick and really opaque. So I don't know, they don't really seem like a gloss to me, but I might try out one of these because I do like the shades. Okay, I'm actually going to take that off because it doesn't go with this eye look. Alright, I'm just going to go back in with the lip liner. And then I'm going to use that gloss in the shade Bare All. Okay, I don't really like that either. It is a nice shade and it feels comfortable on the lips, but I just don't like it with this look. Okay, so I just decided to go in with the liquid lipstick. I didn't want to use this because my lips are really dry at the moment, but it feels really comfortable and it went on really nice. The color isn't as opaque as I would like. I did have to do a few layers, but so far it doesn't feel really dry and disgusting at all. So that's a bonus because I hate when liquid lipsticks do that. And then I just went over the center of my lips with a little bit of the gloss. But anyway, at least I got to try out all of the lipsticks that I bought. So then to finish off the look, I've got a setting spray and this is the Pro Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray. Let's give it a little practice spritz. All right. Ooh. That's got quite a spritzer on it and that pumps it out. Do I look illuminated? Alright, well this is the finished look. I had a lot of fun playing with this new makeup. Just to give a brief overview on all the products that I used. The foundation had a really nice coverage and applied really well. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey on the skin, but even just having it on for about an hour, it is settling into some smile lines here, which doesn't usually happen. My chin is kind of breaking up, just a little bit there. And it's settled really badly into my lines and pores on my forehead. So I'll see how it goes. Maybe it just needs a different primer. The concealer I already love. The bronzer and the highlighter were definitely standouts. The bronzer is a great shade for my pale skin, and so is this highlighter. The brow pomade I am really impressed with. I'm definitely going to keep using this one. As I said, I'm not usually a big brow pomade fan, but this made doing my brows so easy. And then the eyeshadow palette I am super impressed with. I think this did such a good job. The colors all blended out really easily. They didn't go patchy. They're pigmented. Amazing. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see some tutorials using these palettes. I think they both have absolutely stunning shades in them, and I'm really excited to try this one out and see if it's as good as this. The variety of lip products I brought, I'm a little bit I'm sure they'll be fine with a different look. I just don't think that these shades suit this eye look, but that's okay. I am finding this liquid lipstick to be a little bit sticky, and my lips are kind of like sticking together when I open them. I'm excited to give these glosses a try. As I said, they are super opaque and nude shades are my favorite, so I'll definitely be getting some use out of those. And then there's the setting spray. I don't know if I really look illuminated. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed watching today. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you come follow me on Instagram if you aren't already, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!